Welcome back to Unlimited Potential. Hi everyone, I'm Michelle Wright.
And I'm Chrissy Capro.
We're so glad you can join us here today. Chrissy, how you like your matching shirt?
I love it. It's very cozy.
It is.
It's very cozy.
And it'll bring a little color into this gloomy day.
Right?
So again, we keep telling you guys we're really sorry we're using some artificial lighting today, though we would prefer the natural light.
Yes.
At least we got a little nice bounce off of our shirts.
Yes.
Color is always good.
And we're selflessly
promoting.
but whatever.
Pretty great.
Yeah.
If you want one of these shirts, just contact us.
That's all you gotta do. She'll make it for you.
And then you can decide that you have unlimited potential because we believe you do already.
That's right.
So without further ado, we're here today for your weekly numerology reading. This is your reading from November 22nd through the 28th. I just wanted to triple check the math in my head on the calendar. So November 22nd through the 28th. If you're new to our channel, thank you for being here. We hope that you'll hang in there. You're always in for something fun, and we will definitely be making you smile. And if not, you're probably just a grumpy pants. But hit that subscribe button because you're gonna have a numerology reading every week from us. Our weeks go Sunday through Saturday. We'll also be releasing new moon and full moon readings every time those cycles are about to occur. And we're packed full of great content regarding using the energies of the universe, the moon cycles, numerology, raising your vibrations, all kinds of wonderful content on how you can raise your vibration and unlock your unlimited potential.
Why don't you tell them about our fun pick your own card readings?
Oh, we do have those 3 choice card readings that we do.
Super fun.
You'll find them on our socials and then again posted on our YouTube channel where we shuffle and pull 3 cards from the decks or have the universe choose 3 cards.
There we go.
And then you'll see you can choose one that vibrates or you resonate with or identify with or are drawn to. And then we'll give you a little mini reading in those. They're really fun. They're about 5-6 minutes.
Yeah. These cards jumped out all at once.
I did see that.
I think we're going to take them.
So with these readings, we will, we do pre-shuffle, but then Chrissy shuffles in hand or I shuffle in hand and we ask the cards to come forward on their own. Many times they jump and hit the floor. You'll see us having to duck and grab. Today she had about 4 that flipped over. I saw them flip in your hand and then kind of slide out of the deck. We're going to read left to right, but sometimes they can go either way. Give you our interpretation, and then we're going to consult the guidebook as well. So we're using the Numerology Guidance cards we use every single week. And again, if you're new to our channel, check out any of our other videos. You're bound to get caught up on what November looks like for you, or how we're going to end this tumultuous
that's probably
year. We are definitely ending on a high note, though.
Yes,
we can see the energies changing.
Yep.
So this is pretty interesting. We have a little bit of a balance in the colors here, as well as the numbers.
Yep.
So we're beginning the reading with a purple 9, and we're ending the reading with a purple 27, which
is a 9.
Comes to a 9.
And the 2 middle cards are actually break down to a 7.
Yeah. And then, we have like a red and a pink. So we'll take a photograph of that and send it to you guys via our socials so you get a chance to take a look too and see what we're looking at. Right. But without further ado, look at where we are.
We start off with the 9, which is completion. So you take that as you will. It's the completion of a cycle. Not necessarily ending, but a completion of a cycle. So with our new moon, I think that happened last week.
Yes, on the 15th.
Right? So that is the beginning of a new cycle.
Yeah.
And the end of a new one. Or an old one. So that's what this resonates with me is just that, pay attention to the cycles that are coming on into your life. And what's starting and what's no longer honoring you.
One is just finishing, which is always a good time to kind of reflect and regroup. So, if you're thinking about something new, now's a great time to just appreciate and share some gratitude with what you've been through already and acknowledge that now is the time for another step. So pretty great. This next card I happen to really like.
Okay. I do too.
not only that is I love 7s because they to me are divinely affirming.
Yes. So the next card is card 61, which breaks down to a 7, but it's the card of self-love, which I love.
Yeah,
love.
I think we can all use a little bit more of that right now.
Like redundant enough, love. It's always very important to love yourself first.
Yeah.
And take care of yourself. You know, speak highly of yourself, not in a conceited way.
No.
But in a way that
shows that
you stand in your power.
Absolutely. That you believe in your own abilities. You know, it to me says, you know, again, kind of trust your intuition, love and honor who you are. And let's just be honest. Self-love is not the easiest thing, right?
No,
I mean, we are our worst critics, most of us. And it's kind of hard. But self-love can also look like something very simple in that, you know, maybe you talk about taking that 5 minutes out in the morning or in the evening and meditating. That's a form of showing yourself some love. You know, having a cup of coffee before the sun comes up when the house is quiet, or a nice glass of wine at the end of the day because gosh darn it, you made it through the day. You know, self-love is those little things that you can do to treat yourself too.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah. And then, oh God, could you love this anymore? We've been seeing 8s for the last month and a half, maybe close to 2 months now.
Yep.
When you look at it, it almost matches our shirts.
I know.
So, that should tell us something right there, right? So that's an 88, and it says abundance. The 8 itself is a number of abundance. It is a number that represents cycles of what you put out into the universe comes back to you. It is very karmic in my head. And a number 8, and to have 2 of them here, you know, you get a 16, and then it comes down again to a 7, which is, you know, divinely affirming for me. That abundance is on its way. If it's not already arrived, it's also for me a really good reminder to appreciate the abundance we already have. So abundance in what you are achieving every day. Not necessarily what is in your bank account, but all that the universe has provided for you up into this point. And then one of my favorite numbers in the universe. Why? Because some of my most favorite people are born on the 27th. And 7 and 2 gives you another 9, which is exactly how we started our reading, with a 9. And Chrissy, and 9s are usually really important to you, right? That's your life path number?
My life path number, yep.
Yeah, so this says spiritual partnership, and we've seen this come up before. You know, and for me, spiritual partnership is just about, you know, broadening your mind and sharing your talents with other people, right? Okay.
Partnership.
If the two of us seem distracted, it's because my lovely dog has decided to nap beside us and is now snoring.
So if you hear this grumble in the background,
it's not my stomach.
It's not mine either. It's just her dog taking a nap.
Taking a nap.
And he's enjoying it quite well.
Oh, it's a great nap apparently, but he's snoring pretty good.
All right, so before we get into your ready?
Yes.
I done did the nap already.
Yes, I'm so glad you did, because I was getting ready to reach for a pen.
I did it in my head.
This is the year of Chrissy, the mathematician. She's been doing it all in her head lately.
I have. Okay, so we decided that we have a 9 at the beginning
and a 9 at the end,
and 2 7s in the middle.
Correct.
Okay, if we add them up together, this is, here we go, ready?
Okay.
9 and 7 is 16, right? That breaks down to a 7. If we double that, it's a 14.
Which gives us a 5.
Gives us a 5, which is the symbol for change.
It is a time of change.
Yep.
It is the time of a cycle ending and a new beginning. And we have said this for weeks now. It is the time to start anew, and know that with being a little compassionate about what you do and sharing that gift with others, know that it's just about taking those little steps. It doesn't have to be full speed ahead. It doesn't have to be perfect in the beginning. But it is, you know, it's all for the greater good.
It could be as simple as changing your pattern, you know? So if you wake up every day at 9 o'clock and have a cup of coffee, maybe wake up one day and have a cup of tea.
Or start your day earlier.
Yeah. I mean, it could be very simple. It doesn't have to be this big lights and balloons kind of change. It could be start simple.
Yeah.
Leaving old patterns behind.
And believing that good is coming.
Absolutely.
I also feel like
abundance.
When we finish a chapter and begin anew, I always think that it's really important to reflect on where we've come from and be really grateful of and mindful of all that we've already received. It doesn't always come in packages with big bright red bows. We know that. And the harder times make the stronger people. So just remember to be gracious with yourself and grateful for all that you have received so far in this lifetime. Good, bad, or indifferent. It's teaching us, karmic lessons.
For sure.
Very, very severe. Okay, so generally we can give you some information from the guidebook. I think what we might want to do is kind of just affirm with the
affirmations.
The clarifying affirmations at the end. Are you good with that?
I'm good with that.
Yeah, I feel really strong with this reading. So card number 9 of completion, the affirmation here is, it is safe to Mercury. Still, it's never ending for me. Okay, so number 9 says, it is safe to surrender to the magical future that awaits me.
Wow.
If you've been watching us, you've heard me say, that's one to put on your bathroom mirror.
For sure.
That's a post-it to put somewhere where you're going to see it every day.
Yep.
It's really great to remind yourself that, it's just surrender because the good is already there.
Yes.
It's awaiting you. We have a 61. Woo, I flew right by it. At least these are in numerical order. What is wrong with my speech today?
Your Mercury must not be out of retrograde yet.
I don't know. Maybe not. Not in my astrological chart. I love and believe in myself, and I make my dreams come true. You're going to have a lot of post-its on your mirror this week, guys.
So write these down.
I love and believe in myself and make my dreams come true. All right. And then we look at card number 88. Which is abundance. And the affirmation here is, the universe has unlimited abundance. So I always have what I need. I think we're going to have to trail these out for you guys. So you can be reminded of these affirmations because they're really strong ones in this week's reading. And 27 says, through a sacred spiritual relationship, I deepen my connection to source. And we talk often about source is what you make of it. It is the universe, it is nature, it is your higher self, it is God.
However you see it.
Yeah. Whoever you identify with as being your source.
Yes.
And it certainly can be yourself, is what we're saying.
Right.
So there that is. Through sacred spiritual relationship, I deepen my connection to source. Love this, love this, love this. But you know what I love even more than this?
Is our clarification deck.
Oh, I love this deck. I feel like a little kid on Christmas because this is a deck that we've been watching other people use in readings for us for so long. And I bought myself this deck.
And when I tell you guys, when you see the images on here, they're absolutely breathtaking.
Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So I bought the deck, I cleared the energy, and immediately was identifying with anything I pulled. I couldn't stop looking at them.
So the deck that she is going to use is the Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron-Reid.
And
when I tell you,
beautiful,
breathtaking images.
And the messages are fantastic.
I'm not taking over that stuff. She's still
yeah. So the messages in this deck actually come for overall energy. They have a relationship piece to them. There's like 3 different ways that you can interpret them.
Yes.
Very specifically. But Colette Baron-Reid has just done an absolutely amazing job with the illustration for these, and the energy in them are just fantastic.
Well, all right, then.
So there's 2. Let's see if we can bring a third. I'm hoping that these are for our viewers. There's 4. And not for me, because these cards have identified with me really, really quick. All right, our first 2 cards that have come out, and these are numbered too. We're not going to read them in the reverse today. I don't want to confuse anyone, but we have a 6 a 16, a 17, and a 12. So again, we have a 6, another 7, an 8, and a 3. You're going to do the numbers?
I'll do the numbers.
Okay.
Well, you read.
Yep. So our first card, go ahead, Chris.
I'll hold it
I
up.
got it.
I can hold
You're still doing numbers?
Yes, I think. Wait, I got this. I got this.
We got this.
I got this.
Again, we don't edit. This is the fun in watching us. So look at this. Look at this imagery. Seriously, guys, if you can see it, give it a good look. And we're going to share this reading photographed on our socials for you because especially Colette Baron-Reid, they're just absolutely gorgeous. So this card says not for you. The essential meaning here is that this is a clear knowing that something is being denied for you, but God's rejection is God's protection. So rejection is God's protection. So what you are not being given at this time is because it's just not for you. Now is not the time, or you know, whatever that thing is not the right one for you. That just means that something better is coming along along the way. So there are times when it appears that no matter how deeply you desire something, no matter how hard you're working at something, the result as you seek it is constantly eluding you. This is a good reminder in that sometimes the universe does not deliver things exactly the way you picture it, because it's not meant for you to have it that way. It's in a different color. It's a little bit of a different time. And usually what you do receive is much better than you could have imagined for many, many reasons that maybe you don't understand up front. Right. So, you know, accept that as it is if it resonates for you.
I love that there's little faces in it.
There's little faces in it, almost all of the cards.
See in this picture frame up here,
up the top,
there's a little face peering back at you. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's just so super cool.
And it is saying, you know, trust in this process, that this rejection is for your own good. What is not for you now is because something better is coming along the way. And that's a lot of paraphrasing because there's so many different messages in these cards, but you know, please accept that as it is.
This card's fun.
Yeah, and you know what? This card has come up in a lot of our own personal readings. If you remember, in the month of October, we saw this personally a few times. So this says all that glitters. This is card number 16, which is a 7. And the essential message here is that it's a time to see past the superficial. So you need to take a deeper look. It says now is a time to see beyond the superficial, the desire to don a mask or dress something up to disguise it from its truest nature, trying to be something that you're not, chasing after every sparkly new thing, becoming mercurial. And I've not used that word before, so we'll have to look at that. But really it's saying that, you know, it's natural. It's, you know, human in our nature to look at, you know, something that catches our eye, that sparkles, and then wanting to do that and be that and become that. And sometimes all that glitters is not gold. And it just, it continues to affirm that maybe it's not for you. Right. It's not meant for you in that respect to be that loud and boisterous and bright and beautiful and glittery. And because there's something better for you that is coming. It says the truth is that people seek to acquire things because of what they will do for them and how they symbolically will elevate them and make them more attractive. This card is telling you that it's a time to see beyond those adornments and probe underneath the surface to recognize that the mask people wear and what motivates them is what is truly underlying of their character. Imagine that all the glitter is gone. Would you still want that object? Would you still want that person? Would they still be the same and have that same importance to you? Yep. So great. And then 17 sitting right beside it. This is just so pretty. I've seen this come up for myself a few times.
She just loves herself. Like,
she does.
If you look at this fairy, she is just so in love with herself. She's so sure of herself. And she's surrounded by light, her little stars.
Yeah,
her
there's
wishes.
there's tons of stars,
Yeah.
and I would see them as her wishes too.
Yes.
So fate, karma, and acceptance is acknowledged in this card, and it says these are all things that cannot change. And knowing what those things are sometimes important, but not always. Right? It continues to, it tells you here, this is a card essentially, and this is what it was for me too. Because this kept coming up when I was starting to use these and trying to get my energy into this deck. It is the epitome of the Serenity Prayer. Do you remember that? God grant me the serenity to change the things which okay, so
every time
it is the epitome of that. It says it right here in the guidebook, and that's what she has outlined it to be. So God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Realize that all things in your life you will never have all the control over. And everything else is part of the evolution process.
Yep.
It's again acknowledging that, what is for you will be delivered, and what is not for you is protection, because it is bringing you something better.
Just look at the peace on her face. She's just happy. She's happy with what is
so
going her way.
it's like just joyful contentment is what I see in that card. They're so
unbelievable
beautiful.
Images. They're so pretty.
And the more you look at them, the more symbolism we'll find them.
Yeah.
So we can spend way too much time here, but I'm looking at that there.
Yes.
Right? Okay, and then we have card number 12, which is so unique. I don't think I've studied this card enough because I just saw 2 other things in it I've never seen before. So it says the changes in the wings. It is, look at that. In the wind. I'm sorry. I feel like I think it's totally in the wings. I do.
Are there wings in here?
No, there's no wings in that one. But it's in these wings.
Excuse me.
It's in these wings.
It's in her wings over here. So pretty.
So card number 12, which gives you a 3, which absolutely is like my favorite, right? It just tells me that things are good to go. The essential meaning here is that the sense that the unseen change has been initiated, preparation for a storm, or awareness that your plans are not on firm ground, feeling a shift or uncertainty about which direction the winds will blow. So again, it is saying that there's some uncertainty in this, that there's change coming, but it may not be the way you see it. He is snoring so intently. He's snoring so intently. I can actually feel it in my chair.
Yeah.
Can you? Because you're closer to him. So while I'd like to apologize, it's just, he's so darn cute over there. I can't stand it.
He's out cold.
He's out
cold.
Okay, so change in the wings. Again, guys, it just continues to give you the same exact message over and over and over again. In that it's not necessarily action here, but it's saying that, change is good. Change is coming, but it may not be exactly the way you expect it.
Right.
Okay. It could be in a different direction. All right. So it says it's, in our human nature to resist the change, and to want the world to remain consistent like a zebra's stripes. Yet nothing in the human experience is black and white, nor will anything remain static. No one thing is guaranteed except for change. Now is the time for transformation, as the outer conditions are temporarily moving out of sync with your desires and expectations. So stay the course and remember that even storms serve to clear the air, scatter seeds, and nourish the soil for better things ahead. There's two or three more pages here, but I don't think we need anything more.
No.
So where do you find the numerology in this?
Out of these 4 cards, it boils down to a 6, which is love.
Absolutely. How fantastic is that? Could you want anything more divinely confirming than love? We get a 7 and we get a 6.
Yep.
That's so great. Some really, really great energy for this week.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love this reading. And shout out to Colette, Baron-Reid. These cards are just gorgeous. I can't wait to continue using them. I've used them for myself constantly since the deck arriving. So I'm really very happy to share that with you as well. You want to go any further I think we just give them a nice affirmation for the week and send
and
them on their way. This is a
right.
beautiful message in this week's reading.
Yes.
And again, stay tuned because we will share the photos on our socials so that you guys have a clearer look as to what we see in front of us and a better look at these cards that are just, you know, breathtaking. All right, these are a little hard to shuffle. I'm going to use the Louise Hay Heart Thoughts. Oh, and I just look at that. There's one sitting by itself over there. Oh no, two. Okay. Oh no, is this our card again?
Nope.
I don't think this card was meant for us. Did you feel any energy in that? I got nothing. Okay, let's go a little bit more. They're flipping, but these are double-sided, so
it's hard to tell.
It's hard to tell if there's one that is trying to choose itself or not. And they're little squares. Really sweet little messages. This is a great deck if you guys are looking for something that you want to pull every day, kind of set an intention or something to leave on your desk. It's kind of nice for a deck to be in your office or on your desk. Kind of, you know, change your course of thoughts. Give you a little mental break every once in a while. Yeah, there's like 4 and 5 coming. There's 3 there. What do you think? You want to take those 3? You feel any energy in that? I'll keep going. I think it's just, all right, this one completely flipped. How about we go with this?
Okay.
I flow with life. Divine order is ever present in my life, and there is plenty of time for all that I choose to do. So here's that front side, right? I kind of think that goes along with what we're saying here. You know?
Yep.
We're trusting in the higher power, however we see it, of the change that is coming, and you're going to go with the flow of that because you're being set up for your best outcome.
Yep. Absolutely.
Absolutely. You know, the divine order is already set in your life, and you have plenty of time to achieve everything that you're set out to accomplish.
Yep.
All confirming.
Yes.
It's nice when the cards work in our favor.
They do.
Well, guys, I think that's it for this week. I hope that you have enjoyed this time with us. Did you have fun, Chris?
I did.
Did you like a new shirt?
I do. It's very cozy.
We're comfortable and coordinated and happy to be having this fun with you. So stay tuned for more. If you're new to our channel, please browse through the playlist that we have there for you and the additional content that continues to come out.
Yes.
And those wonderful 3-card readings that we've just started.
Yes.
We'll
They're
be
a lot of fun.
Yeah, they're a lot of fun and they're
And you
quick.
get to choose the card that resonates with you, so you feel like you're a little more active in the reading.
Yeah, however you're drawn to the number or the card or the symbol. We're putting items on some of them just so that you can find a pull to one specifically, and they're going to be timeless. So whenever you do see them, it's a message for you at that time. You know, leave what resonates for you and leave the rest behind, just like any of our other readings. So thank you for joining us here again. We will see you for the next numerology reading that is going to bring us into December. Wow. Unreal. We just said, hey, Chris, can you believe it's November? Michelle, can you believe it's November? And now we're 3/4 of the way through. So thanks for sticking it out with us, guys, and we'll see you again real soon. We hope that you have a wonderful holiday if you are celebrating Thanksgiving. And if not, just remember, you know, when it comes to abundance, just share some gratitude. Be thankful for what you already have. And until next time, bye-bye.